an extra 5,000 for the recon. So that was for two photos. So that makes a huge difference, but it's about choosing when do I take a photo and when do I not. Hey, g'day and welcome back to another episode of Bomber Crew. In the last one it was Road to Recovery. It was about how to recover after a hard crash, and we did a couple of, I wouldn't say easy missions, but we did a couple of simple missions just to try and get a bit of income back. We had the ace in there, and we obviously we got away from the ace. So in this one here we've got now a little bit of cash. We just want to build up once again the resistance, I guess, the damage resist on the crew, the damage resist, and obviously the offensive weapons on the bomber itself, and just take probably another 2 or 3 more easy missions before we sort of go into the harder ones for the better one. Crashing now just means you're back to square one, and you need to start. So let's have a look at the briefing, because the briefing will also help us know where we're going to spend. And we're lucky because we did the enemy the enemy ace missions in the last one. We now have access to the Doodlebug blitz without the enemy ace. So we'll probably end up doing that one, but and the Taut battery is a 2 bomb drop. Once again, not a bad one, it's an easy one. And from what remember, there's a photography mission on the other side of that one as well. So there's a photography mission on both of these, and we're going to aim to do both of those photography missions. But let's go back. First of all, we'll do some crew gear, and let's get a little bit of survivability. Not survivability, a little bit more defense on these guys. So for our gunners, let's make sure that they've got some headgear, and we've actually got 2 flak helmets already available, so we will use those. That's obviously from previous. We'll have a look at our gloves. We've got leather gloves we can equip for all, and we've got leather boots that we can equip for all as well. Okay, so oxygen as well. You can actually go for, I think, a toughened small. No, it's a medium or small. We're not flying the high sort of missions yet, or the medium type missions yet. So we will see how we go. So we're going to go for a medium because it's exactly the same, and equip them all, because we had that oxygen problem last time in the last mission. So we've still got £3,000 to spend, and we've got some training, which is normally the bomber, and I put the bomber straight into the gunner's seat because clearly that's what the bomber's sort of backing up on a little bit. So let's also have a look at the crew gear. We want Cameron, we want to get him into some headgear, flak helmet. So we're not actually spending any money yet, so which is actually quite good. Okay, gets us down to 3,000, and we're going to stop it there. Now let's have a look at our aircraft. We've got 3,000 to spend. Looking at the equipment, so we do have the equipment which has 2 first aid kits. So we can take, we don't have any parachutes so far, but with our guns we still do not have a belly gun. So we're going to spend the money to buy a belly gun in this time. Alright, go the belly gun, and we're going to hold on to the rest of the funds. And that's really just a bit of a sludge, that in the event during this build-up phase we have another crash, it's not going to be as difficult. Alright, so let's pick, doesn't matter, let's pick the Taut batteries and let's get into it. Alright, welcome back. Okay, so we're just starting to head now off the coast of England into the waters. I'm just getting people into their positions. We can actually, before I do that, we're going to throw them back here and go lean. I just find lean is always good, just to as a bit of a tip, just to make sure that when you're coming back you've got the fuel at the end. So here we go, there's your first one. Open the doors, select the bomb. Just as we hit the target is generally when we see our first aircraft, around about 2 o'clock. but we should have another photo opportunity. Well, no, it's at 11 o'clock. Alright, so we're going to take this photo opportunity. Chance of a photo. We do have another one. So once again, still no flak. You can always abort and go back. Okay, so remember the gunner is still sitting there in the gunner's hole. As we now line up to take the target, and once we've done the target, we're actually lined up to go straight home. So this should be the last of the aircraft. Focus up. Done. Let's go home. Seven, close the doors. Get 2 back in his spot, 7. Now we're actually very lucky in this one that we didn't have a large amount of mechanical issues. Speaking of it, now we've got a mechanical issue, but it's okay. But we're heading home, so we're able to do that. We're heading straight home. The aircraft are backed off, and we successfully finished that mission with 2 photos taken. So let's see what that's worth. Alright, we'll speed it up a bit and we will see you when we get home. Okay, welcome back. So here we are, we got the Taut battery, obviously the main mission. So that was the 1200, return to base 800, no slow time. An extra 5,000 for the recon. So that was for two photos. So that makes a huge difference, but it's about choosing when do I take a photo and when do I not. And I think that Taut battery in the early stages is a comfortable one to take a photo. You just need to be comfortable with your play. So just follow the round, take the 2 photos, come back, and then get back over the coast. So once you've taken the second bomb, on the second bomb run, it's very easy to get into over the channel, and the fighters seem to back off straight away. And that's great. So two things, we've got the custom heading, which makes a huge difference, which means that you can now manually move the aircraft to where you want. So the corkscrew was allow you to avoid incoming fighters. Custom heading allows you to navigate and to set a marker. Obviously mid-altitude recon photos can be taken from mid-altitude, which is also a bonus as well, which means that you're not always sitting low and potentially at flak level to get hit. Alright, so let's have a look at our briefing. So look at the briefing first to see the mission, and then that sort of helps me sort of decide what we've got. So we've actually just got two. I think this one's the down pilot, search and rescue, and this one's the Doodlebug blitz. So what's that? That's gone down from an ace mission to a hard mission to a not so hard one. This one also has a photo opportunity, so we're going to select the Doodlebug blitz and take the photo opportunity, but after we've completed the mission. So now that we've got the manual navigator, we will complete the mission, then we'll manually navigate back and take a photograph. All right, so let's... Okay, now for this mission particularly, I actually put the engineer in the front gun. He's close and he's quick, but more importantly, the bomber spends most of his time in the hole in this one. Next bomb, line it up. Alright, coming up to target 3. So 2 targets left, and we just have to stop 7 from... Remember to keep using your focus. It's one that's always easy to forget. So there's your photography mission, and there is your targets in front of you. And we've still got plenty of space on the time for launch. So we're going to go for the photography mission. Gunner. And then we're going to come around straight onto that target. So they're going to launch, and that's not a problem. Now we'll spin it right around, take that one out, grab that last bomb. door. Get 2 there. Get us high. We can boost it now. And get us back home to England. Now with that bomber, he can very easily go into the belly now. We've got more on the over England. They should start backing off. Now what we can do if we want the points, bringing the navigator now, so look at all those aircraft and the potential XP that we could actually get. So what we could actually do, if we're in good shape, besides that, we could actually head back over the coast and get a little bit more XP, but in this case here we're just going to sort of head home. Took the photo on that one was if I took the photo after I destroyed the last V1 site, it means that I would have had to back all the way around and then come back through that flak twice. Taking the photograph on the after the fourth V1 site allows you to get the photograph. Additional 2,500 in currency, depending which currency you're using. And it definitely makes it easier. All right, thank you very much. In this session we just covered when to take a photograph and when not, when trying to recover from a crash. So a little bit long-winded on that, but basically we're trying to build up our funds after we've had a complete wipe. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the likes and the subscribes, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.